Adalov sent me this wireless bridge to test out here in the shop. I did get internet access out here previously, but it was relatively slow. It was running through the electrical system, so it wasn't the best option. So I was looking for something even better, and I was glad to take up Adalov on their offer. They sent me the wireless bridge package, and they also sent me a set of mounts. I'll open all these up here in just a minute and show you what's included in each kit. I wanted to start doing some live streaming, but I just didn't have the upload speed I needed with my other option. So that's where I think this is going to come in handy. So let's run inside real quick. It's a little bit cooler in there. It's hot out here. The other thing I don't have out here yet is an air conditioner, so I'm going to start working on that too. But anyway, let's run inside, open this up, and then we'll come back out here and get it connected and see how it works. Comes with a manual. Comes with a couple of hose clamps to tie the bridges to something, possibly a pole. Comes with 2 cables and 2 PoE adapters. The PoE adapters will supply the power to your bridges. And then, of course, the 2 bridges themselves. Everything was packaged really well, came in really good shape. And in the second box, we've got some additional mounting hardware. We've got additional hose clamps, and these are a little bit larger than the other ones. It's got a couple of set of screws, and then we've got the hardware itself. So these mounts come with a bracket that can either be attached to the wall or could attach to a pole or a post easily. I'll show you how they work here in just a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and connect up the 2 bridges inside the house just to make sure they work fine and connect with each other before I get them mounted. We're going to connect one of the included twisted pair cables to the PoE adapter. On the adapter, one of them is labeled PoE and one of them is labeled LAN. We're going to connect it to the PoE connection and then plug into either port. It could be the 100 meg or the gig port, just depending on what network speed you've got. And now let's do the same thing with the other bridge. And I'm not hooking up any network at this point. I'm just getting both the bridges plugged in just so I can see that they actually make a connection with each other. There are switches on the bridges. You want one of them to the left, and that shows that that bridge is in transmit mode. And you want the other bridge, the switch on that one set to the right. That shows it is in receive mode. The channel on both bridges was set to 1, so we're okay there. If not, we could hit the reset button to change the channel on both. You can see here we're getting a really good connection. All the LEDs are lit up perfectly. The mounting hardware comes with an attachment to attach the bracket to a pole. I'm not connecting mine to a pole. I'm connecting it to a wall. So simply remove the thumb screws and then use a screwdriver to remove the extra piece from the hardware. I'm putting mine inside of my shop, so I'm using self-tapping metal screws to go into the metal beams. I'm going to put the mount back on the bracket and use the thumb screws. I took those out earlier. I'm going to put them back in now to hold it in place. And now I'm going to use the hose clamp to attach the bridge to the holder. And just tighten the hose clamp up. Now I'm just going to plug in the included twisted pair cable and get it plugged in. You can see we are powered up and ready to go, at least on the shop side. Now I'm going to start installing the bridge on the inside of the house. This is kind of an out-of-the-way window, so I didn't really have a good way to get footage of this install. Just mounting the bracket to the drywall far enough in to hit some wood, and then I'm going to put the mounting piece on the bracket. Same as before, I'm going to use the hose clamp to attach the bridge to the mount. And once we're all mounted, I'm going to go ahead and start connecting all the network cables. First, we're going to connect the PoE cable to the adapter, and then connect the network cable into the adapter. We're going to plug it in and run the other side of the included twisted pair cable into the bridge. The other end of the network cable simply goes into your network switch. Now, as a way to test this out, I brought my laptop out to the shop. I've got a network to USB-C adapter. I'm going to plug in my cable there and plug that into the laptop. And then we're going to do a quick speed test. You can see on the download side, we're getting upper 70s down, which is pretty good. Believe me, I had 15 meg download speed internet for quite a while, so I've got more than that now in the house, but getting this much out in the shop is great. And I'm running just about the same on the upload side. I'm hitting a low to upper 70s. Okay, you can see the wireless bridge did work. It wasn't quite as fast as I thought it might be. So I started thinking, I think these are really designed to be outside. I'm actually, both of my bridge, the receiver and the transmitter are both inside, going through a window. Especially on the inside, it's coming through a double pane window. Now I thought about just opening the window, and I could do that on the outside, but on the inside, that window it's never really opened right. Ever since we moved in this house, I've been afraid to put too much pressure on it because I'm just afraid I'm going to crack the glass, but it's kind of in an out-of-the-way spot anyway, so we would never really use it, but I didn't want to do that. So I had another idea. I'm going to take the wireless bridge, move it out to my new BBQ Shack that I just got through building. That'll give me a couple options. One thing is I eventually want to be able to get Wi-Fi out there. That way I can have wireless probes in my brisket or my ribs or whatever and have the info coming back, texting me or whatever on my phone so I can keep an eye on what I'm smoking. And second is I want at least a TV out there. If I'm going to be out there hanging out, we're going to be hanging out around a fire pit we're about to put in out there in that area. I would love to have a TV out there so we can kind of keep up with the game or whatever. So let's go try that out and see how it works. Okay, I'm not going to bore you guys with the install itself, but I did connect this one bridge out on the BBQ Shack. And I also went ahead and connected the bridge inside the house. So you can see now we're pointing straight out there. We're going to go out there and test out the performance as is. We're going to leave the window closed to start with and just kind of see where we get from there. I've got my cables connected just so I can test this out. I brought the laptop out here. Let's go ahead and see what kind of speed we're getting now. Right off the bat, you can see we're getting significantly better performance. Again, we're still going through a window at this point, but it's only one window as opposed to going through two. So we're hitting about 150 plus download speed. Now we're still going to get close to, 100, maybe mid 90s on the upload speed. I max out at 100 upload anyway, so we're definitely not going to get over that. But we're doing pretty dang good out here. Again, this is going through one window. All right, so we've got that number. Now I'm going to run inside. I'm going to go ahead and raise the window, and we're going to try this again. But this time we won't be going through a window. We're still going through the little screen, but not through a glass window itself. And we're doing a speed test again. And immediately you can see we jump up into the 220 range pretty quickly there. Taking that window out of the equation really got this moving in a pretty good direction. Now again, we're still going to max out at 100 or close to 100 up because that's where I'm maxed out on my internet speed. But we're getting almost that full upload performance out here as is. Very, very happy with this upload speed and download speed for that matter, especially when there's no window involved. It looks really, really good. Okay, well, as you saw, it did work. Even going through the window, it worked good. Raising the window, it worked even better. I got really good speeds, but either way, my upload speed was really good no matter what. My upload max is 100 meg, so I was hitting in the 90s most of the time anyway, so I'm very happy with that. That's plenty enough. Even in the shop, in the BBQ Shack, wherever, that's plenty enough that I could live stream and be totally happy with the results. Now, you're probably looking at these results and say, you know what, that's great. You got internet access in your shop. You got internet access in your BBQ Shack. Both of those are right next to your house. Now, granted, we live in a metal building, so no Wi-Fi comes through the building. We pretty much live in a Faraday cage. But I am able to get the Wi-Fi signal out or the internet signal out to the BBQ Shack or to the shop using this Adalov Wireless Bridge. But I haven't really tested it yet, moving it far away from the house. So that's going to be part 2 of this video. So come back and see me in a couple of weeks. I'd love to say I'm going to take it out on the back 40. I don't have 40 acres. I've only got 13. So I'm going to take it out on the back 10. If you look at the very corner of our land, kind of on the northwest corner of the property, it's about 440 yards from the house. So that's about a quarter mile. That's about the most I'm going to be able to take this thing. I'll throw it on the side-by-side or on the tractor, take a generator out there just to test it and see, because eventually, we are working to get cattle out in our field out here. Once we do that, I'll probably will want to have some type of a video feed out there, a camera, so I can watch, especially if we have, about to give birth to some baby calves. I would like to see and, make sure we know what's going on and don't want to have to necessarily get up in the middle of the night and go out there and check. So when Adalov sent me this, they did give me a coupon code to list in my description. So go down there and check it out. It will get you a discount if you decide to buy one. I can also put an Amazon associate link to the same product on Amazon if you'd rather go get it there. Go check it out. I think overall this is a great solution. I haven't really found any down points to it yet. Overall, I think this is a great solution. Please go check it out. Thank you, guys.